Welcome back to the channel. Today I am finishing up the roof on the Charger, or the roof mold on the Charger. I know this has been a very long and tedious process, but most of it has been because I've been waiting on product. So what I have is the last roll of 12K carbon fiber fabric, and I have 5 gallons of the aluminum filled laminating resin. So we will be 100% ready by tomorrow to pull this roof off. So it's gonna take me probably the rest of the night. Earlier, I painted or re-cleared the front flares, so those are good to go. So now I have all the wide body flares and side skirts down or ready, and they'll be down in the basement. And all I really have to do is finish painting the front and the rear bumper, but I won't paint those until the car is 100% ready to accept them, because they're very big, very awkward, and it's a lot easier to put them on the car. So let's get to work on this, finish up the mold and get this thing off tomorrow. Then I could make the flanges, then the next day I could trim it up, and then I could seal the mold and make the carbon fiber roofs. Just finished cutting all of the fabric, and now everything is ready to go. So this is a very good idea, just so you're not having to struggle and rush and cut this. And you can measure it really nice when there isn't any resin on the roof. So this is the last layer of 3K fabric. And what I ended up doing was, since I'm not gonna go 6 layers of the 12K, I'm only gonna do 4 layers. So I'm not gonna end up using this as a high temp mold. I don't have an oven large enough to autoclave this, or even heat it. So I think 2 layers of the 3K and 4 layers of the 12K is gonna be sufficient enough to keep it stiff and have enough rigidity so it doesn't flex. Just finished getting all the layers of carbon fiber down for the mold, and I'm pretty tired right now. So I worked on the car, I worked on painting stuff all this morning, and then it is 11:30 at night right now, and I started doing this at like 5:30. So I've been working on this for quite a while, and it's almost like nonstop work. One person, I have to mix the resin, lay it down, spread it out, lay the carbon fiber down. I mean, it's just a really big process, especially on something this large. So I can't wait till tomorrow, because I can actually pull, well, Josh will be here. We can pull the roof and the mold off all in one piece. Then I can make the flanges. Just got back to the shop, and the roof mold is ready to come off, nice and hard. This thing sounds solid, super solid. Dried overnight. So what I'm gonna do, Josh isn't here yet, I'm gonna try to pop it off with the roof skin still attached. So that is very important, because if I pop the roof skin out of the mold before, or if I pop the mold off the roof skin, then I'll have an issue where I have to redo the plasticine inside the mold. It'll just be easier if it comes off as one piece, and then we could worry about getting it out after I make the flanges. So let's try to get this thing off in one piece.
I've just finished doing the flanges. There's the same amount of layers as the top of the roof. So there's 6 layers, 2 layers of 3K, 4 layers of 12K, and this is how I wanted it to go. So the reason I have it in a V shape is the other flange just followed the contour of the rest of the car, the A pillar, the B pillar, the outside sheet metal. But back here, I have to go a little bit higher because when I vacuum bag this, so really what I'm doing is I'm making it so I have this flange on this side to make this little, it's like a little quarter or a half-inch little flange that bonds the roof to the car. Usually it's welded, but since it's going to be composite, it's going to need to be bonded. And then up here, I'll have the vacuum bag where it sticks to the flange, and then it needs a way to transition. That's why it comes up a little bit further. So it's just going to come like this, and then go like that, and we should be able to get all that made really, really nice. I don't think we'll have any issues, which will be a plus. So now I have to wait 24 hours for this to dry, and I just pretty much overlapped it. I put mold release where the flange was, but then there was a lot of additional fabric just kind of hanging out, and I just overlapped everything. So what I'm going to do is come back, measure how far I want this to be, because this flange really doesn't matter. It just needs those keys in there, and then I'll also drill holes to put bolts through, but I just need to come cut it, and then I need to cut the back as well. And then we'll be able to separate these flanges from the mold and then pull the roof out tomorrow as well. The flanges have had the whole night to dry and they're hard. So what I'm gonna do is cut these with a saw, and then I could actually probably first I'll get rid of all of this this flange material, get rid of all these supports, and really the supports do a lot. It doesn't look like they might do much because they're so easy to remove, but when you have them like that and hot glued, they're not adhered very well, but they offer a lot of support because I was definitely pushing on this to get the resin to flow through the fabric, but I need to clean all this up. So I'll cut this flange, I'll remove this dam, cut this flange, pull it off, and then I'll cut this flange and clean it all up.
Getting a close-up shot for you guys. David's sticking his guy in the hole. What? Is it going to be dusty?
I don't know.
Where are you going?
I just came to visit you.
Oh, look, I think it probably went behind it. Piece of shit. Should be able to get it out this way though.
You don't care about bending it, do you?
No. sit on now.
There it goes.
Air pressure is the best.
Here, I'll squirt air. There it is.
Looks like I know what I'm doing, kinda. Actually, let's get Trevor over here.
Let's go up. Down. I don't know where I'm going to stick this, so just.
Put it back in the car.
Wow. Boys.
Dave, all your body work, buddy.
Boys.
How's it look? Does it look like a mold?
Boys, look at that. David,
looks
first
like
impressions.
Ooh, it has a little. Oh, that's plasticine. That's good.
Are those fellas?
Huh?
Fellas.
No, these come off. So I use plasticine to fill those spot weld holes in. So now they're gone.
Wow.
No, this is. Woo! I can't wait.
Oh my goodness, Dave, look.
What do you think this roof's gonna look like?
Here, for the thumbnail.
I was pretty.
The roof is gonna look exactly like the other roof, except for it's gonna be carbon fiber.
I was pretty afraid.
Here, for the
because to
thumbnail,
pop
give it a
this-
rub.
No, so to pop this, I had to use the jack. I just finished cleaning up the flanges. Both flanges are now trimmed up. They don't look like a disaster anymore with all the excess carbon fiber fabric just hanging off of them. I also had my friend Chris come over, help me put the roof back on the car, and I also cleaned up all the flanges on it. So it is ready to go. The one thing I'm going to do tomorrow, and Chris is going to see if he says he knows how to steam wood, but I need to put some bends in these, and then I'm gonna bond them to the roof. So the roof has a little bit of flex in it. That's why I did stick it back on the car, just so I could put something on there and then get rid of that flex, because I don't want it to flex when I'm making the carbon fiber part, because whatever flex is in the roof when it's sitting on the stands, because I did see it was flexing a little bit, it's gonna translate to the part, which I do not want, because the part is going to be a lot more rigid than this mold, because the mold is heavy, the part is not, and it's also the part's gonna have honeycomb mat inside of it, so it's gonna make it a lot more rigid there as well. So I don't think it'll have as much, I really don't think it's gonna flex at all. So it'll probably flex a little bit, but not as much as this, I guess, is what I should say. So I'm really happy with how the mold came out. I'm really, really happy. This is the largest mold I've ever made. I have made, smaller molds for other things, and just this is the first time I've ever used this system, which I'm not really sure if I like it or not. Now that I've used it on 2 molds, I just feel like I don't know. I don't know if it's what I like. I might try a different system on the hatch. I'm not exactly sure yet. I still have all kinds of materials for this system, so I might end up using this system again for the hatch, but we'll see what happens. So I'm gonna end the video here. Really happy with how this mold came out. I guess I started polishing. Hold on. I started polishing the inside of the mold before he helped me stick it on. So the one side is polished, but ending the video here. If you like these videos, make sure to click the subscribe button, throw a thumbs up, throw a comment below. In the next couple of videos, we'll be making a carbon fiber roof. So I'm really happy about that. See you guys next time.